Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz with you on a Saturday, and I do hope your weekend is going well. Today we're talking about Facebook Coin. It joins the ranks of JP Morgan as this new company that's coming out and promising potentially quite a lot and could have also potentially a very extensive reach. So from a bunch of different perspectives, starting with the New York Times, which talked about this, we're going to take a look at Facebook's plans, their integration with WhatsApp, which makes it actually something that you can't disregard. This is going to be a big project one way or another. Whether or not it's a success remains to be seen, but it's going to make a splash in this space. Let's begin, however, before we dive into this Facebook project with this update by Altcoin Buzz IO on Twitter. All kinds of updates happening in March, some of which have already occurred. So MAM mainnet has been launched. Hollow closed testnet has been launched. INS Insular testnet on March 4th. That's coming up in just a couple of days. MCO CRO airdrop. SRN wallet update. QLC mainnet plus a router sale. SafeX marketplace testnet. Engine Unity launch plus GDC. And finally, Telcoin remittance app launch. Everything that you see there with an asterisk next to it is expected. This is what is happening in the altcoin space, guys. So for some of you that may be following some of these projects, just a heads up, this is what is on the radar. And now getting into our main story for today, we'll get into the New York Times article in just a second, but also looking at a tweet here by Altcoin Buzz, we asked Facebook coin or JPM coin, which one would you spend $10 on? And we didn't really get a lot of enthusiasm here. If I was forced, I'd have to say Facebook. But after that, everybody basically just declined. They said either ETN or XRP or neither or Bitcoin or something else. So if you had to choose, guys, what would you take? JPM coin or Facebook coin? If you're not quite sure about Facebook coin yet, then let's get into it and the specifics here. Again, we're basing most of this reporting on a pretty major piece that dropped in the New York Times from a couple of days ago, February 28th. Facebook and Telegram are hoping to succeed where Bitcoin failed. So big-time internet outfits including Facebook, Telegram, and Signal are planning to roll out new cryptocurrencies over the next year that are meant to allow users to send money to contacts on their messaging systems like a Venmo or PayPal that can move across international borders. And according to this piece, the most anticipated but also secretive among those projects is that of Facebook, because they're working on a coin that users of WhatsApp, which Facebook owns, could send to friends and family instantly. Personally, I'm not really much into the messenger apps, but I've got to respect this news because WhatsApp has 1.5 billion users and at least 1 billion users that use it regularly. So it's got pretty high numbers in terms of an active user base. Those are massive figures. We're talking in the billions here. So anything that they do, any hiccup, any sneeze, any venture that they make in this space is going to be felt by that many people. Whether it's a good idea or a bad idea, it's going to have traction on day one immediately with numbers like those. In a statement, Facebook did not directly address its work on a digital coin. The other companies that we talked about in this article declined to comment on their projects. Most of them appear to be working on digital coins that could exist on a decentralized network of computers, independent to some degree of the companies that created them. And again, remember that this is a New York Times piece, so they're describing the nature of Bitcoin, what cryptocurrencies are, and how the technology would make it easier to move money between countries, particularly in the developing world where it is hard for ordinary people to open bank accounts and buy things online. According to this New York Times piece, Facebook has more than 50 engineers working on its project. 3 people familiar with the effort said. An industry website, The Block, has been keeping track of the steady flow of new job listings for the Facebook project. And we've talked about that before many times on this channel, how they've been building up their team behind the scenes. Facebook has been coy about what it is building. The team is in an office with separate keycard access, so other Facebook employees cannot get in, according to 2 Facebook employees. Very interestingly, and this is just according to the rumors, but it looks like Facebook is aiming to peg the value of its coin to a basket of different foreign currencies, making it somewhat of a quasi-stable coin, rather than just the US dollar, however. So a basket of different currencies internationally. 3 people briefed on the plans said Facebook could guarantee the value of the coin by backing every coin with a set number of dollars, euros, and other national currencies held in Facebook's bank accounts. Rumors also suggest that Facebook is overhauling its messaging infrastructure, which would connect the three big properties that it owns. And those are, of course, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and Instagram. Altogether, these command an audience of 2.7 billion people who use one of the three apps, at least one, every single month. Again, guys, we're talking about like massive chunks, massive fractions of the global population. So you're looking at over a third of the total global population when you take these figures into account. So anything that they do is going to be massive. CNBC also had a lot to say about this story. Facebook's crypto team reportedly works in an office off limits to other company employees. An important bullet here: Facebook's blockchain and crypto effort is being run by former PayPal president David Marcus. On BitcoinExchangeGuide.com, shocking New York Times report: Facebook is proposing its Facebook coin to Bitcoin exchanges. At this point, much like Facebook's PR side, all of the companies that have a coin project in the works are staying silent. Describing the work, the New York Times writes, quote, most of them appear to be working on digital coins that could exist on a decentralized network of computers, independent to some degree of the companies that created them. This story now on boingboing.net. Facebook is working on a crypto coin for WhatsApp, which is maybe a more appealing title in many ways because I think the potential for WhatsApp possibly is greater than the potential for Facebook, depending on how you want to frame it. Don't forget that Bloomberg first broke the story of a Facebook coin. That was back in December of 2018, not that long ago. But there's a big New York Times follow-up out just recently that makes it clear that this is a big deal and that Facebook isn't the only social media giant developing a cryptocurrency. According to Bloomberg, the company, quote, is developing a stablecoin, a type of digital currency pegged to the US dollar to minimize volatility, said the people who asked not to be identified, discussing internal plans. Facebook is far from releasing the coin because it's still working on the strategy, including a plan for custody assets or regular currencies that would be held to protect the value of the stablecoin. Again, according to these, quote, anonymous sources. Bitcoinist.com is covering the same news here. No, Facebook Facecoin, as it's being called by some, will be nothing like Bitcoin or even a cryptocurrency. Facebook, Telegram, and Signal are reportedly planning to mint their own digital coins for their platform, but their centralized nature, just like JPM coin that we've talked about so much recently, means that they won't be censorship resistant, won't be decentralized, and won't be secure by design, which flies in the face of Bitcoin's architecture and design. So you can read more about Bitcoinist's opinion here. Nice try, Facebook, but Facecoin won't be a cryptocurrency. Good article here on newsbtc.com. Is Facebook about to battle Telegram with its own cryptocurrency launch? It kind of looks that way. And if you're interested in the breakdown and what the author has to say, we'll link to this in the description below. But what I like about this piece is the focus on the numbers. Billions of instant users, as I was saying earlier. Facebook has the upper hand with the biggest user base. It can instantly expose its new crypto to over 1.5 billion active daily users. Co-founder of crypto-focused venture capital firm Primitive Ventures, Eric Meltzer, said the battleground is heating up. Quote, it's pretty much the most fascinating thing happening in crypto right now. They each have their own advantage in this battle, and it will be insane to watch it go down. But again, and I think I've made the point a few times now, it's likely that Facebook will be using a permissioned private blockchain to control its new crypto, which will make it completely centralized and owned by the company, just like all of the information that its billions of users post to the platform every day. Bit of a snarky little piece of opinion that was injected there. This way, it can profit from transactions on the network as it does from people's personal information. Whatever your position is on that as far as their control of your data, it's a voluntary basis. I use Facebook as well, but that's the deal, right? The point is that don't have any misconceptions about what this is. This is going to be a very controlled, very centralized platform. And again, we're still speculating, but based on what we know so far, which admittedly is very little, it's going to be quite unlike a lot of the other blockchain and cryptocurrency projects that we talk about on this channel. And here's an article that anticipated perhaps much of this back on February 24th of 2019 on cryptodaily.co.uk. Could Facebook authentication move to the blockchain? It looks like something along those lines may be happening. To read more about this, check it out. And with that, everybody, a lot going on, of course, so do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels to keep up to speed with the latest. Check out our website, as always, altcoinbuzz.io. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share this video, and hit the bell for notifications. If you choose to invest, hey, I wish you all the best of luck, but it's Saturday. Get out there, have a great weekend, enjoy yourselves, and we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.